live on that page now. And then let me see what it look like. Okay. Yeah, we live. I just want to go look and see what it look like. But what's going on, y'all, man? It's the best day of my life. Even though this ain't the best day of my life. This is stay out of prison. So I'm having to sit down with the big homie. Let me see what this thing look like. When you go to stay out of prison, I just want to make sure I say out of prison. Bro, stay out of prison. Oh, you gotta spell it right. Man, come on, ain't no one come on. The name of the page is stay out of prison, bro. At stay out of prison, bro. There we go. All right, we're good to go, bro. I said we're good to go, nigga.
Okay, well, shit, what's going on? What the topic is today?
But you got a motherfucking list of things that we can go. They wanted all the smoke. I said, you ain't really.
Have you noticed anything like bad habits that you got since you've been out of prison?
I feel like I done got a little lazy, a tad bit more complacent. I think that that naiveness that one has prior to release or while you're locked up, that anticipation, is sometimes a driving factor in just the motivation of things. And then as you get out here, that anticipation kind of decreases. You start getting used to certain things, especially when you accomplish certain goals, like when you get a vehicle, when you pay off your first vehicle, when you see your credit increase, when you grab some property, when you have some children. It's just like you kind of get institutionalized, not from a facility, but in your day to day, you know that you got to work a certain amount of hours, a certain amount of days. And so I just remember having a drive that was ridiculous upon my release. And, maybe I'm too tough on myself, but I kind of feel like that drive has slowed down just a tad bit. Also, I am 48 years old too. So that may have a lot to do with it. How about you? What you think?
Yeah, my drive ain't never went down, but I be finding myself like two things I don't notice about myself since I've been out. I got a bad habit of retracing things.
You ever
did that?
What you mean?
Like riding down the highway, you might see a billboard, and it might be like in the billboard it might say Family Dollar or something, and the letterings. I find my head tracing the letter that I'm going down the road like it's real bad, and I always count the corners of stuff. Like
that might be what is it, OCD?
I don't know, like when I see a stop sign, my head will automatically count the angles. 1, 2, and it just automatically do that anytime I see something when I'm riding down the road. Even like in the room. I don't count everything in the room over and over and over again and retraced it with my head and not even realizing it. I've been doing it for a long time. Mm-hmm. As a reader, I said, damn, what the hell wrong with me? Y'all always tracing stuff. I'm like, damn.
I ain't, I probably got something that I do. I worry about a whole lot of stuff.
My mom's telling me about that stuff there.
A lot of stuff that don't have nothing to do with me. Like I could see somebody suffering on the other side of the earth, but it would bother me to some degree or another. For whatever reason, bro, it could be weird and it'll break me down. It'll make me cry. And,
on the subject of that crying. I don't got to cry more now at 50 than I ever cried today. I don't even remember crying in my life.
Yeah.
But now I can look at certain stuff on TV and I just like get emotional. I'm like, what the hell going on, man?
Yeah, I'm there as well, bro. I'm trying to think when was the last time I cried. Oh, bro, I was in here doing a video the other day on this channel right here. It was about a 10-year-old girl. Her mama was getting into a fight with another lady. All of them had been drinking. In some kind of way, the mama told the little girl to go get the gun. The little girl shot the lady in the neck. And so I think she died, but the chaos that was going on in the apartments. And when the little girl came out the house, I'm like, bro, I got a daughter that's 1 year older than her. I couldn't imagine her being put in handcuffs going down for murder. Man, that thing hit me in my throat. I was like, man. But it could be anything, bro. I could hear a story and I just automatically feel connected to it. And it just be too much, bro. If I listen to 2.5 Rod Wave songs or 3 Drake songs in a row,
Yeah.
shit get weird. Shit get weird, bro.
Yeah, if I don't got the emotional stuff like crazy. Especially when it comes to kids. I can't stand to see people do wrong to kids. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. That shit really fucks me up, man.
Yeah, I don't be with that neither, man. That's a different ball game. Different ball game. Here's where you take charge, nigga.
Cause street code and survival and reality check. What part of the street code do you think is most misunderstood?
Hey man, first and foremost, in my BJ voice, the street code is some bullshit. All of it. From the beginning to the end. Anything that you is designating as street code is a dildo, my nigga. That's some bullshit right there. Excuse my language, man. That shit is a facade. That shit's stupid, man. I don't care what version of it you got. I don't care what editing you done. All that street code shit, man, fuck off. Fuck off, man. That shit ain't doing nothing for nobody. You just tricking a nigga into thinking that it's alright to go to chain gang. Cause that's all it end up to. Your ass either going to jail or you gonna die in the streets. All that street code, man, get the fuck. If you ain't got no army or no military to uphold whatever rules that you, man, all that shit some fairies, all that some tooth fairy or Santa Claus, man, get the fuck out of here with this shit, man. That's how people get sent to prison, bro. Street code, man, fuck you in that street code. Nigga, I ain't with none of that. That why I ain't in no game. I'm a horrible game member, nigga. I don't even want to be in your motorcycle game.
Exactly. I'll be real bad at the end of the game member.
Yeah, I don't even like dressing like other niggas. So first of all, that ain't gonna work for me. But yeah, that street code, this Omar calling right now. Big homie. You know what, man? I'm sitting here using these cameras you blessed me with on my Stay Out of Prison page. I got BJ sitting here with me. But we live right now.
BJ like he's scared to come meet me, grab a bite and eat something. I don't know what he got going on.
Man, don't be like that, Omar.
I told him you weren't gonna beat him up, y'all.
Look, see, Omar, you don't be real. I be giving you a lot of credit on a lot of stuff because you kept me out of a lot of trouble a couple of times when I was finna do something crazy.
Hey, you my brother, man. Listen, I don't need no. And you one of the few people, man. I just had this conversation with brother.
Literally, yesterday. Literally.
I said, bro, on the bomb out, doing crazy stuff, man. I said, man, he ended up getting shipped back up the hill. I said, man, nigga rolled me a kite. I thought the nigga had rolled me a fuck kite.
Yeah, no.
Like, man, I know this nigga ain't tried,
That's stupid.
You get kite, man. You be thinking something else, bro. First of all, before I say I remember somebody had said something about it. We was in a room across from the room I was in, right by the mall closet. Man, that nigga BJ kicked the door. Boom! Said, damn. He told on everybody. He said, Omar, I ain't talking to you, man. I'm talking about these niggas up. My motherfucking business. Nigga, me and him ain't even really knew each other, though. We just...
The respect with us.
At the first couple conversation, man, we just... Like, meant it. But he sent that letter, man. He was like, man, you know, bro. And I think I still got that letter somewhere in some paperwork, man. But he was just like, man, you got me looking at these guys more like human beings, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, man,
yeah.
he did something for me, man. Like, that letter that made me really love that brother, man. You know, we just been cool ever since, man.
Yeah.
Only person he just really didn't like was old big head, cool.
We was just talking about that too, bro.
Yeah, he was cool, boy. He like, I bust that nigga head last time I was down here. Yeah, my business. He wanted cool bad, bro. Like, cool. And cool used to be slick. Cool used to come tell me little stuff. But I was like, man, hey, bro. You know me, man, like, I know that nigga stick a nigga bust nigga head. I ain't trying to get on that nigga. I ain't doing no locks tonight. I'm stay in my lane and try to fight if I can. I ain't trying to get no case.
Yeah.
No, man, that man wrote that kite, man, and, you know, man, it was just, I know it was a lot of love. Cause, matter of fact, in the beginning of that, he said, man, I don't write no kites. You know what I'm saying? Not talking about that like that, man, but it was all positive. So that let me know, man, our conversation, man, was good. You know, we talked about, cause like I said, he wanted to tear Coon up several times.
Yeah.
He wanted to tear Coon up, but I thought that was the only real nemesis there, really cool.
Man,
He wanted to tear Coon up.
then we finally got it. I finally got what I was waiting on.
You got him again?
No, you remember we got the fight in the back of the dome that day.
Oh, I didn't know we fought. Yeah, I didn't fight again.
Now I think you had you had told me to put the lock in the belt down. He ran up in your room. We had got the fight in the back of the dormitory.
God, I know what. Well, I know, man. There was so much going on back then, man. But see, I ain't need to be in no drama because y'all cop blocked me when I was trying to get some. I'm my girlfriend. I ain't need no distractions. I need no distractions, so I can't get caught up with this.
Yeah.
Put me in the 54 leg lock back there. Nah, man, I got mad love for that brother, man. Oh, he told me you wanted me and you to do us good. He said, we don't grill everything, so we need to get on there.
Yeah, I think that'll be good. It'll be good, man.
You know, man, we're going to have good dialogue. The only person I can't be on there, like Coon with your nemesis.
Yeah.
What's the name of my nemesis? What did they do?
You know, I know what you're about to say. I'm gonna let you say it. I'm gonna let you say it. Aaron.
What's his name? Aaron. Aaron, my nemesis.
But I'm gonna tell you how God worked, bro. Over 10 years ago, bro, I had a radio show. And guess who I asked to be on the show with me? Omar and Aaron. Because I know in my mind, even then, I was like, boy, them two right there, they'll disagree with each other, even if they agree with it. So, you know me, I'm going to try to put something in the mix and get them pitted off against each other, bro. But so,
you didn't tell me all that. I didn't know you were
that would.
Oh, yeah, they need to be on that mess and shit like a motherfucker.
No, it's called journalism. It's called journalism. It's journalism, man. And I'm learning how to deal with people and still get something productive out of it. Because sometimes.
Let me tell you some real slick stuff, man. Like, personally, I ain't got nothing against it, right? I just think you're a weird nigga and I don't like weird niggas. And it's just for some reason, man, because his sister liked me back then, he just always got a problem. But I've always admired his intelligence, bro.
Yeah.
Always there.
Yeah.
He don't even know, I've always admonished his intelligence. I'm like, that nigga is one of the smartest I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, you see.
That nigga look there telling the doctor, doctor couldn't even say words. That nigga was telling me what the word was. What the hell?
Yeah.
He's smart.
That's funny that you say that, because you remember the little white boy you used to hang with. What the white boy you be in that room when I first got in that dormitory, I threw him out the room. I threw him off his bed. Cops.
Was it when it look Eric?
No, it was cops. I had took his bump when I first got down there.
You took Cops bump, man? I mean, bump?
Hell yeah.
I thought Cops had a little size on them.
What? Man.
He wore glasses?
No, it's no white boy glass. I think you think about it different.
I'm thinking about Brandon, and Smoke bus partner. There were three of them. And Cops.
I think that was Brandon Cox.
There was another little Cox down there with some glasses. I know you talking about dirt.
Yeah, because him and A was in the room together when I first came from Hay. They like, man, why you doing old boy like that? I'm like, nigga, I don't sleep on no goddamn top bunk, nigga.
He came right there with some bullets here. And man, Cool was cool. The problem, man, Cool was cool, man. I ain't never tried Cool, but I Cool was cool. Because I ain't never know how he moved, man. He moved weird, man. But Yeah. Put me in the middle of that, boy. That nigga, that busted me. I ain't with that.
Mm-hmm.
None of that, boy. But nah, that was a nigga, man.
And then we would wrestle all damn day, and that was like WWE in that dormitory.
Boy, we used to wrestle all day, boy. You know what I mean? Well, me, EJ,
What the white boy name was? Real white lifting captain, that white dude.
well, we used to work in the gym.
Yeah, he was real big. Me and him got into in the bathroom wrestling. I had to show him like, dude, that side don't mean shit, nigga.
I think I know who you talking about.
Yeah, he was cool as hell.
Yeah. Gym orderly.
No. You talking about what's name? Newman. You big, short, stocky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, y'all remember?
He be on Facebook sometimes.
Yeah, he do be on Facebook sometimes. He was a cool dude.
Man, he married. Cause I think he stayed down in he stay in Mexico now.
What?
Yeah. I remember him and him and almost had to fight. Big what's his name, man? He was in that same room. He was in the same room you was, BJ. He slept on that far ball, tall dude. He had the eyes all like he smoked weed all the time. What's his name? You can do it too, but they got to fight on the basketball court outside. That's super funny. That was just laughing. But he talking about big boy. Yeah, he was cool. He good people.
Yeah, he was cool as hell.
Yeah, he good people. Now, let me tell you something about it. He's a loyal dude, man. Be cool with you. He gonna ride with you. He ain't kill. That's what I like about it. He'll ride with you. Be cool with you. He want a white boy like, he ain't scared to fight. He don't mind taking it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He mind taking it, man. He ain't gonna win a minute, but he gonna fight. He just beat him.
Yeah, just beat him.
Dude, though. He was really honestly a good dude, though. He was honestly a good dude.
Yeah.
Honestly a good dude, man. And it was actually, yeah, like a bunch of good dudes, man, though.
Mm-hmm.
A few little people here and there, but 17 and 18 are pretty good dudes. Yes, you know. Then you got some of the guys down to 15, 16, they were. And you got cool people down there. You got a lot of camouflage people that really went as hard as they say they were.
Right.
That's what I learned about 15 and 16. Some of them will be hard as they say. They just stay here. So.
Yeah.
Just stay here. So what y'all about to do? Video or something?
Oh yeah, we doing video right now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hit you back
BJ,
at.
he don't be wanting me to do that because I ain't got no site story. I wouldn't into that like that.
So this what I'm doing. You know, I got 2 channels that's monetized, but I got one channel that ain't really earning that, so I'm on that channel now. I'm just trying to maximize it, man. Maximize everything, and that's where I'm at, bro. I ain't got it all figured out, but you know, every day I'm gonna try to get better and better. I'm gonna try to improve, but I ain't gonna quit.
I get better, man, but like that's what I said, man. We can work on it, man. You know, like I said, just here we're gonna put pieces together, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? Once you can just really establish yourself, it's gonna get better.
Yep, I appreciate you too, bro, because you.
All right, man. Well, y'all gonna do your thing, man. I'm at work.
Sure,
I'll let you later. All right, BJ,
All right, same here.
All right, bro. Charlie Global. Shouts out to me. Okay. All right, that was a nice. Let's see, here's somebody. People don't really know what's going on this page because I already been on it. Had it been on my other page, it would have shot up just a little bit. It's all good. I gotta get you in the habit of keeping the party going.
Let's see. We got the accountability.
Mm-hmm.
What's one value every man should have, but most don't?
You say what?
What's one value every man should have, but most don't?
A moral compass.
Yeah, you got to have morals. You got to have like certain things you know you're not gonna do. By any means necessary.
That's the thing, because people don't really have it, and then their compass is it's being compromised or it's being sought after, and you don't even know it. So before you even understand what your moral compass is, it's already compromised. And once that gone, you can cancel that shit. Let me see if this works. don't hear nothing.
What to do right now?
You need glasses, nigga?
I'm trying to find a good one.
You need glasses, nigga?
What's one thing you wish you could tell your younger self right now?
Sit your little stupid ass down, Sheldon. Sit your little dumb ass down. Then it ain't gonna even be a whole lot of what it is, but I'm gonna have to snatch his ass up, folks. First thing I gotta do, if I seen the 15-year-old me, like right now, first thing I do is punch that nigga in the mouth. Wow. I need his attention. Hey, listen to me. You taste that blood in your mouth, it's real. And what I'm about to tell you is real. Man, stay your green ass in them books, man. That's where that money at. Do what you need to do. Come up with your plan, homeboy. You don't have no plan. You just out here roaming around. You ain't no street nigga. You not. You're a horrible criminal, my nigga. So stop stealing. Stop stealing. And don't you touch no motherfucking reefer. If you touch another joint or another blunt, I'm going to punch you in your mouth again. You ain't gonna. That's what it is. Look, you smart. Stay in your lane. Stop trying to be all this other shit. Stay in your lane. Do you. Shut your fucking mouth. Do your work. Don't break no laws. Don't go to jail. It's going to cost you more than it's worth. And the music that you listening to is one-sided. That ain't it. You not one. Them people is not talking about no real stuff. Never mind what's going on in your household. You in charge of what you got going on. Ain't nobody else in charge of that shit. You in charge of it. Tighten up. I'll be back to talk to your stupid ass in a little bit. You ain't gonna know that how you're gonna have to be a threat. I'm gonna have to shake that nigga up just a tad bit. But yeah, that's what I would say. How about you?
Shit. I think everything I went through was for a purpose. Prison was the best thing ever happened to me.
For real?
Yeah, because the way I thought, my thought process was always like elevate. But at that age, I was trying to do too much at that age. Mm-hmm. So I probably would end up dead or end up killing somebody. So prison was a good, take time to sit on the bench for a minute. Yeah. I had to get taken out the game to realize I'm moving a little too fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, prison was the best daycare I could have went to, because I was getting worse by the day.
Yeah. I don't know, sometimes we can make it, right? But I wish I wouldn't have never went, bro. There's so many other places I could have went. I wish I would have, when that man came and picked me up and tried to get me in the army, I wish that I was not smoking marijuana at the time.
That's the biggest misconception I had of.
What?
Black families try to teach their kids not to go to the military. They scared. Oh, you don't want to go to no white man war, this and that, da. And they want you to go to college.
Yes, get all that debt.
Yeah, why you want to go to college? You're a straight C student, so first of all, you ain't got no business near no school once you make it out of there. Mm-hmm. And then you jump out there at 18, 19 and a bunch of debt.
Yeah.
And all the other nationalities go to the military, and they pay for life. They retire in 20 years. They can get tax breaks on their houses and all this stuff there. Mm-hmm. Go to trade school for 2 years to make more money than a motherfucker with a doctor's degree. But we the only one that think that we got to go to college. For what?
Sometimes college is good, bro. Not all the time. I think that anything that you're able to think through, there's a lot of people that go to college, bro, and all you do is accumulating debt. You don't figure out what your major is until your third year. Maybe that ain't for you. Sometimes we just do things that people tell us to do.
Yeah, we do it because we think our parents want us to go.
Yeah. Or during their time, here's what life be kind of weird at. Because our parents, maybe life was like a game of checkers. But during your generation, it stopped being checkers, man, and it started being chess. And then when we get accustomed to the rules of chess, then they changed that shit to Chinese chess or Chinese checkers. So the game is constantly evolving. And it seems like our race, we always trying to apply the rules of checkers to the game of Chinese chess. And you just gonna be, man, you're gonna be out of bounds like a motherfucker, bro. You ain't gonna know what's going on. And that's what it is, because it's like if something go wrong, they'll be like, man, we need to get out here and protest. Man, that ain't 1965, man.
No, protesting don't help. Never.
Man, get out of here.
Get your heart rate up, all that walking. That's about it.
Yeah, man, it ain't that shit don't be about nothing for real. Yeah, it be time consuming, bro. And it don't nobody care. Don't nobody care about you doing all that. So you gotta come up with a different plan. Some things have remained evident. I mean, the same though, and that's the fear or the powers that be. For whatever reason, bro, we'll crash out on each other, but when it comes to doing anything, you ain't accidentally bumping into no old Jewish lady or a cat. And that's verbally, mentally, you ain't doing none of that. So, in that aspect, bro, it's, I forgot what the question was. What was the question?
What would you tell your old self?
I thought we did that question. It was something about the community.
Okay, how about that? How has the meaning of being real changed for you?
I used to think that being real was doing some street stuff. Like, I used to think that being real was shooting a nigga, abiding by some rules and regulation, or just being tough, being the most committed ugly nigga I could be. And then real start. Now real is being transparent, being honest with yourself, being honest with your children. Most importantly, being honest with yourself, because I just lie to myself a lot. And then once you keep repeating a lie, it'll become the truth to my little ignorant ass. So being real now, bro, is telling kids the truth about how prison and the business of prison actually work, and actually helping them find the strength within themselves. Yeah, that's what was that question? Let me see. So I asked you, what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? Let me ask you that. What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind?
I ain't never really thought about leaving no legacy. The only thing I make sure my kids know, be a good person, because like, handle your business. Don't wait on nobody to give you shit. Go on and make it happen for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And treat people the way you want to be treated. Don't never play with nobody's money, because there's consequence behind that.
Yeah.
And don't talk to people sideways, because it's stuff to come behind that.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to say what they want to say, but when they get that reaction out your ass, oh, you wrong for doing this. And a lot of people, like, especially like domestic violence stuff. I don't believe in domestic violence, but man, when you say something,
Your ass always say domestic violence.
Yeah, like when you say certain things, man, look, you got to be ready to deal with what comes with that, because you don't never know how that other person thinking.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't sense danger like that. I know if I'm out there in the street, man, a dude arguing, we could be arguing all day. But that one word to get you shot. Bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
Hoe ass nigga. That shit will get your ass shot.
Those are facts.
Yeah, and them women do that. How you be arguing with a man, then all of a sudden, because he ain't responded physically, now you getting worse, and you getting crunk, saying, oh, hoe ass nigga, and your mama bitch. They say some shit like that. When that nigga grab him by the throat, they be like, but why? Like, shit, if a woman would have said this same shit to you, you would have nutted up on her ass too. So you got to be real mindful about the things you say to people, because that shit will get your ass kicked out.
In real life.
Mm-hmm.
In real fucking life. I at this point in my life, bro, it's easy for me to stay away from a whole bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, I don't want to be around nobody, man. I'll be chilling.
Yeah. It's easy for me to stay away. That one's starting to do some numbers. All right. We're going to go to the other page. And then I'm going because I know I can do some numbers on that. Let me see. I'm going to stop the live.